I went to sleep after a night shift and woke up to find my HOA had towed my police squad car. By sunset, my captain had arrested the entire HOA board. I've been a police officer for over a decade, and I've dealt with criminals, liars, and people who think rules don't apply to them, but nothing prepared me for an HOA president who thought she had more authority than the police. I had just moved into a quiet suburban neighborhood after a divorce. Clean streets, neat lawns, the kind of place where nothing exciting ever happens. There was an HOA, of course, but I didn't think much of it. I followed the rules, kept my yard clean, and minded my business. I was assigned a marked squad car for work, which I parked in my own driveway like I always had at previous homes. 3 days after moving in, the HOA president introduced herself. Her name was Karen Whitmore. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. She immediately pointed out that my police cruiser was a commercial vehicle and claimed it violated HOA rules. I calmly explained that it was a city-owned police vehicle and that I was on call. She didn't care. She told me rules were rules and walked away. A week later, I got my first fine, then another, and another. Every single one was about my squad car. I tried emailing the HOA. No response. I showed up to a meeting in uniform to explain things peacefully. Karen accused me of intimidating the board just by being there. The other board members stayed silent while she talked over everyone. I paid the fines but started documenting everything. Something felt off. Karen wasn't enforcing rules equally. Other residents had violations ignored, but I was targeted nonstop. I told my captain at work, and even he thought it was ridiculous. He told me to keep records just in case. Then, one morning, after a long night shift, everything exploded. I parked my police car in my driveway and went to sleep. A couple of hours later, dispatch called me, asking why my vehicle's GPS signal had gone offline. That never happens unless something is seriously wrong. I ran outside, still half asleep. My driveway was empty. My marked police cruiser was gone. I immediately reported it as stolen. Within minutes, patrol cars flooded the neighborhood, lights and sirens everywhere. Neighbors came outside confused and scared. That's when I saw Karen standing across the street with her arms folded, looking smug. I walked straight up to her and demanded to know what she did. She calmly told me she had my squad car towed for violating HOA rules. She had a police vehicle towed from my driveway while I was on duty. That's when my captain arrived on scene. He took one look at the situation and asked Karen if she had authorized the tow. She proudly said yes, insisting that no one was above HOA rules. My captain didn't raise his voice, he didn't argue, he simply told officers to bring the tow company driver back and start pulling HOA records. The tow driver admitted Karen told him the vehicle was unauthorized and abandoned. He didn't verify ownership. That alone was enough for serious charges, but things got worse for the HOA when officers reviewed their records. Turns out, Karen and the entire HOA board had been abusing their power for years. Illegal fines, selective enforcement, threats against residents, and most damaging of all, a corrupt deal with the towing company. One board member was related to the owner. They were getting kickbacks for every tow. Residents started coming forward on the spot, showing letters, emails, and bogus fines they had paid out of fear. What started as a stolen squad car investigation turned into a full criminal case. Karen went from confident to hysterical in minutes. She screamed about authority and threatened lawsuits. It didn't matter. The evidence was overwhelming. One by one, the HOA board members were arrested in front of the entire neighborhood. Karen was last. She cried, begged, and demanded a lawyer as she was placed in handcuffs. Ironically, she was put into the same squad car she had tried to have towed away permanently. The aftermath was brutal. The HOA was dissolved by court order. Residents were refunded thousands of dollars in illegal fines. The towing company lost its license. Karen accepted a plea deal that included fines and probation. As for me, my driveway has been peaceful ever since. No fines, no warnings, no knock on the door. All of this could have been avoided if Karen had simply minded her own business, but she wanted control, and she forgot one important thing. An HOA can write rules, but they don't outrank the law.